Alright. Up in the top left. Still playing for Team Storm. Zerg player who at one point was pretty decent. And now he's kind of good again, but not really. Sort of. It's true. And over on the bottom, another player that was pretty good and then stopped being kind of good and then is back to being quite good again. It's Bunny. Very good player intros, eh? Oh shoot, thanks for letting me know about the overlay thing. We do not need that. We have players without barcodes now. Ba-da-ba-ba. Is that from the Inception trailer? Yeah. Alright, so we got ZVT. Again, I'm a Protoss player, so as much as you guys, I'm sure, absolutely loved my perfect and in-depth, never wrong Protoss analysis of the last match, you're going to get about 30% of that in this ZVT, I'm going to say. Alright. I still see a lot of battlecruiser memes whenever I see Terran players playing on stream, so I'm going to assume that's still a thing. I'm under the assumption that mech is still, or it became a pretty big meme and then is still a pretty big meme right now, I think. Any Terrans or Zergs can correct me in chat, but I'm going under that assumption that mech is good and that we're expecting to see that, and that this match likely will end up taking about 3 hours. That's as much. That's what I'm kind of gathered from how this matchup is working recently. Reaper's gonna come in, try to do some damage. Queen was a tiny bit late. Gets a little poke down onto one of those lings. That's always nice. Uh-oh. True. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? True is someone as well, though, that doesn't exactly play standard, so this will be kind of interesting to see how he decides to go for it, considering Bunny is someone who is the standard. Like, he basically tries to be the next innovation or someone. Like, he does the pretty standard builds, but then turns the knob all the way up to 11 and just does ridiculous amounts of harassment, just tries to YOLO it a lot of times. So I'll be curious to see what his mech play is like if he decides to go for it. Opening with Hellions right now doesn't necessarily mean he's going mech, but very well still could be. The fact that it's a tech lab and then Liberator, this like looks like it's setting up to be mech. Would not be surprised. But yeah, True does a lot of... Oh, he's supply blocked right now at 44. That's a big yikes. 3 OVs at once. Uh-oh. Oh, he went OV speed. Well, I mean, he doesn't have anything to defend these Hellions. If Bunny just ran right into the natural, he kills so many drones right now. But he's not expecting True to have nothing right now. True literally has no units to defend this. He has got 3 Zerglings that just popped. Now he's got some more. Bunny could have gotten a lot of damage done, but you just never expect a Zerg to not have units at that point. So... True getting let off the hook a little bit there on that supply block. Third CC coming down from Bunny, pretty normal looking. Oh, he's gonna go stim. Okay. I thought he was gonna switch this off and go into like... I don't know what he was gonna do, honestly. I don't know what my thought process was there, but I saw such a quick tech lab and that did not say stim to me for some reason. I don't know why. True doing his classic Mass Queen Ling, and then eventually probably going to go up to... Ooh, this Liberator is actually really nice, killing off a lot. The Hellions drew off all the Queens to the 3rd base, so now there's nothing to kill that Liberator for now. True's probably going to go into Spire eventually. He usually does a lot of that. Mass Mutalisk and Spire, or Mass Mutalisk and True, is quite the duo. Oh! Nice. Doesn't lose the Queen. Lots of Hellions, though. Second Liberator going to go off into the main, too, and with this Queen being so low in health, he's going to have to be very careful in how he defends this. Ling wraparound isn't going to do anything, because it's not even a wraparound, it's just him move commanding stuff, and they're going to all die. Liberator, again, gets a couple drones, even can't... What the hell? He canceled the Spore and just let the drone die for some reason. Ling's getting a semi-surround, but again, still, that's so many Hellions that just pure Ling is not going to do anything. I feel like Bunny is quite aware of how True likes to play this matchup usually, and going pedal to the metal on these Hellions, doing a great job of it. Killing off a whole lot of Lings, gets into the main, the drones are all stacked up. Finally gets them all. 11 drones in total there. 16 from everything, including the Liberators. So, pretty decent start, I have to say, out of Bunny. True's looking a little set back. He doesn't really have much tech going right now. He's got his double... He's only got one upgrade going, actually. He's got the double Evo, though, but he has no other tech besides Lings, which is not uncommon to see out of True. 6 Hellion is standard now? Is it really? I feel like it's a lot of Hellions. I feel like he made more than 6 Hellions, didn't he? Didn't he make like 8 or like 10 Hellions? Yeah, he lost 8 Hellions. True, once again, semi-supply blocked, making a whole bunch of Overlords right now and just a bunch of Lings. Using the Queens to help defend, but Queen Ling, again, only goes so far when you have Marine tank at your door. But these Marines do not have combat shields yet. +1/+1 did just finish, which is really good. So True's going for the counterattack. Another characteristic of his playstyle, given that it's so Ling heavy, he does prefer this lifestyle of Ling play. Uh-oh, I said the Forsaken one's name. I'm gonna get banned. He's gonna use the Queens and the reinforcing Lings to help hold this off, because it is just really one tank and a few medevacs worth of Marines, so he'll be able to clean that up pretty decently. The Lings were able to kill a couple SCVs, deny some stuff, kill some supply depots, so obnoxious for sure, but nothing huge. Both players kind of end up out of that trade a little bit even. The big pack of Lings is basically just going to sit here the whole time as well. This is really frustrating to play against, knowing that especially versus Terran as well, right? When they just load up 2 medevacs and they know you've defended it, but they just sit them in the corner, and you are forced to then leave so many units behind to defend the potential of it happening. And it's just really frustrating to play against that, because it's always a possibility. And now here we go again. True just sitting here with a giant pack of Lings, getting some slow Banes up in the mix as well. Queens are going to trade quite well, or Marines are going to trade quite well with the Queens here, since there is no support. The slow Banes can't really do too much to connect. But a lot of the SCVs did get trapped and killed off. Widowmine killed a whole shit ton of fucking Lings. And this is what we call a clown fiesta. Lings are killing off the third. He's not going to lift it, potentially. He's got to be careful on that. There we go. But True is not really coming out on top here, considering the fact that that was a pure... Like, he used basically all of his army in the counterattack and didn't do more than kill some SCVs. When you sacrifice your whole army just to kill some SCVs and then not actually make a dent in any of the main attack at your front door, chances are we're going to be in a bit of a Frown Town situation. Yeah, Chu's just basically banking up at this point. Does he even have speed? Does he have Baneling speed? Did the Baneling nest die? He had the Baneling nest at the third base. True, what the hell? I'm always confused by that, honestly. I know the reason as to why pro players sometimes just throw their buildings out in like the middle of the fucking nowhere in the most vulnerable place ever is just because they're playing quickly and just want to get it down as fast as possible. But every time I see it happen, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna get punished. And sure enough, True lost both of his Evo chambers, so there's no 2-2 on the way now. Only just recently started it again. And now there's no Baneliness because the Baneliness died. This is a nice counterattack of Banes and Lings, though. It gets a lot of SCVs. A very large amount of SCVs, and this Bane drop as well. If he's paying attention, come on, do it. Oh, he's paying attention to stuff over here. Well, he's got the Ling surround, and then... Oh my god, they both reacted. They both realized what was there at the same time. That's so funny. So with those couple counterattacks, actually, now it's starting to look a little bit even again, but True is still going to be behind in the army supply corner for quite a bit. But the constant counterattacks and the constant harassment is going to be extremely exhausting for Bunny. With the speed upgraded Burrow... Oh, that was a gnarly hit. With these speed upgraded Widow Mines, though, that's going to make clearing these counterattacks way simpler. As we just saw. That's exactly what happened. Stimmin' and kiting, doing his bestest. Slow Banes off creep, ain't gonna do shit. Gets a couple connections, but that's not really what True's looking for at this point. He really needs to start to wipe some of these armies off the map. And that's only gonna lead him up to the corner base as well. Gonna completely... Are gonna be completely exposed here. Loses off the base. True's gonna bait him into the Widow Mine. Connects it. Focus fires onto the Banelings. Very nice. Okay. Finally kills all that off. Did secure the drones, though. That's always nice. But this continues to be a scrap fest. Bunny has almost no SCVs, but he's got mules, and so he's going to keep pumping out as much marine mine as he possibly can. Some marauders to soak up some banelings here and there as well. True, without the economy to... He's got a good economy. He's got 62 drones. However, he doesn't have the bases to actually mine from at this point, and a lot of the drones are just sitting here doing nothing. He doesn't really have the room to tech up at this point, considering a lot of this income is with minerals and not gas. This is such a weird game to cast. Like, I feel like Chu should just be dying at some point, but he's not. Because, like, it's 2-2. Actually, no, it's 2-2 versus 2-2 at this point. The upgrade disadvantage... Actually, no, he's got 3-2. He's got 3-2. He finished a +1, +3 attack. Yeah, there we go. It's 3-2 versus 2-2, so that's actually really nice. Ooh, that could be huge. Oh, nope. Oh, that's so unlucky. Another counterattack getting set up here. Forced to evacuate, going down to the bottom here. Retook this base somehow. Oh no, he selected all the idle drones and got all the ones from the corner too. No. That's unlucky. He could have been secret mining on this base. Bunny never would have expected that. That's actually some nice connections right there. Burrowing the Lings is also super annoying, knowing that Bunny is going to be using all of his CC energy on mules to keep up an economy, considering he's only got 28 workers. Cannot be using as many scans to kill off these hidden Lings over here, so that's going to do a lot of damage. Those are all going to die as well soon. But he also has to be wary of burrowed Banelings on True's side of the map as well. Banelings coming in over here. So many medevacs, should be able to lift him up if he wants to, or just go ahead and split burst him. He's going to lose all the units, though. About. There you go. Next wave coming on in. I feel like True has been behind in like 40 army supply for the last 5 minutes of this game, or even more, and yet he's still somehow in this game. However, that is so many medevacs. 12 medevacs. Jeebus. That would explain a lot of it. Nice target fire on the Banes coming in. I think this is finally it. Stemming and winning. Killing off the third hatch once more. There's still only Lings on production. Plus 3 armor is about to finish for Bunny. Coming down to the 4th base, stims off and kills off those last couple Marines, and there we finally go. After a ridiculous scrap fest, Bunny finally takes the first game. Holy moly. That was nutty. Alright, what was the next map? Zen. Ooh, Zen. That's interesting. We've also got an update. Looks like Ragnarok was able to 2-1 cure. That's kind of surprising. That is quite surprising, actually. This is a couple surprising results, honestly. I didn't expect Bunny to 2-0 Trap. I did not expect True to 2-1 Armani. I don't know if... I had no idea what was going to happen with SOS Deer, honestly, but I did not expect Ragnarok to 2-1 cure either. Very interesting results, honestly. Anything can happen to the ZVZ. That's true. Ha! That's true. I'll be here all night. Okay. So we've got on the top. Just barely not doing enough damage. With the ridiculous amount of counterattack Lings. It's true. And just barely keeping ahead in the ridiculous counterattack game. It's Bunny. Alright. Zen is a ridiculous map. I'm surprised so many people are playing on it. I've seen it like a decent amount in online tournaments and stuff like that. I haven't heard any comments, by the way, about mic levels, so I assume that the music volume and stuff isn't that loud. Let me just get a confirmation on that in chat, if you could, please. But yeah, I've surprisingly seen this a decent amount. Oh, we have a 1-base Roach all in right now. Just by the way, was not paying attention. I was looking down at my phone. There's music. No, the game music. The in-game music, I mean. So yeah, this is why I feel like Zen is such a meme. Like, you can just do these early attacks so easily. Bunny's gonna come out and scout it to see it happen. Oh no, he's gonna hide the Lings. Nice. Good job, True. Using that big old Zerg brain you got there. He's leaving 1 Ling back. That's got to be some sort of mind game, I'm sure. To deny the scout. That's very cute. That's very, very cute. Gonna go for a Roach Ravager attack. I mean, I guess it doesn't do anything if you're not paying attention and don't get the heads up. There we go. If you don't see it and see the SCV coming up the ramp early enough and start attacking with the with the Ling before it just mineral walks past, I guess it doesn't do anything. Double bunker at the front. Interestingly enough, both the bunkers are connected to the supply depots, so those are both easy bile targets. Going right into the factory at home. Probably going to go rushing into Cyclone, since Cyclone's basically completely shut down any Roach Ravager attacks, since you just go ahead and... Ooh, nice save on that. You basically just lock on to the units and then just run away. Get the salvage! Nice. That was like half a second away. But yeah, both bunkers are done at this point. The Lings are going to just die immediately. But yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. The Byleth can hit both these things, so that's eventually going to be very obnoxious. Because he's going to have to juggle between repairing both of these buildings. I wonder if he could have put it just one hex over. It doesn't really look like it. Someone just invited me to a party. Just going to YOLO it. Coming on in. The Bile actually kills off the bunker. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to barely just live with a couple of health, so... Now Bunny's in a bit of an awkward spot here. Even saves that one Roach. Going to be able to morph it back into full health into a Ravager. Luckily gets the repair down. There's the Cyclone coming out. So this will definitely help a ton. Ooh, do not get splash damage there. That was close. This will help a lot. However, it's still only one Cyclone, so if True can ever get right on top of it, it can still be kind of awkward, but I don't think he's really going to be able to. He's still making Roaches behind this, though. There's no hatchery. Oh my god, he control-clicked! Oh, that's such an unfortunate mistake. He control-clicked the supply depots. He accidentally canceled the one back here, too. So now he's going to stay supply blocked for a little bit longer. I think he lost an SCV, though, so that actually made it so the Cyclone could make. I may have just seen that, though. It's whatever. Nice snipe on one of those Ravagers. Now getting a tank to really shut this down. And he's just going to evacuate at this point. Use the barracks for extra vision so he can poke away at the Overlords. Get rid of high ground vision on True's side. There's a lot of Overlords over here. This is a lot of Ravagers. True is completely 100% all in at this point. He's going to YOLO right up the ramp. Or he's just going to keep getting poked away and die. I'm not sure which, actually. Well, actually loses one Cyclone. A little sloppy there. Tank is going to come out now. He's going to be able to bust down the... Or he's going to run away from the bunker. Nice pick off on that one. He's going to be manually doing it at this point. Doesn't want to have it be auto-attacking. Does it on another one. Very good. Trying to trap these Ravagers, but it's not really quite happening just yet. The Cyclone is very low. He's got to be very, very careful with it. Gets them all off. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. True's attempted. One base all in. Not gonna do it. So it's gonna be a 2-0 for Bunny. Best of 5. What's my next map? Empire. True is upsetty spaghetti. No chance. Come on, True, tell me go. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, Chicken Man, did you change your name? Oh my god, that emote is disturbing. Alright. Up at the top. Tried to go for a one-base Roach all-in on Zen. Very cutesy map-dependent build. Didn't quite work out, though. It is true. And very easily defending. I don't know. Actually, maybe not very easily. I mean, it looked pretty straightforward, I'll be honest with you. Defending, the Roach all in. It's Bunny. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the tournament. I hope you're enjoying. I do enjoy putting these on. True going for another one base play. He did say no chance ... in the lobby. Potentially broken. Mental broken. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you want the replays for the tournament, you can go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. Exclamation mark GKI or exclamation mark Patreon should show you the link. There's no tier requirement, so you don't have to do like $5 or $10 or whatever. You can do however much you want, and everyone will get access to the replays. So if there is any of the round of 8 matches that were not broadcasted that you would very much like to see, any builds that you'd like to study, then go ahead and check that out. All the money that does get put to the Patreon above $100 a month does get funded or get put towards funding another tournament in the future. I've got enough money already for... Oops, I forgot to do the scores. Thank you. There's already enough money to fund one more tournament, so I'll be doing that either in January or February. January is going to be tough just because of my work schedule, but there will be Korean holidays during that month, so that should potentially allow me to do one. Otherwise in February. Bunny reacting to the fast ling, or the fast spawning pool, going for a bunker on the high ground, is not exactly sure how committed True is being at this point, but it doesn't look like he's being very committed at all, just going for the early ling speed, kind of mind gaming a little bit. And the mind game's going to work as he's pulling the Reaper back and spending that extra 100 on the high ground bunker, but he'll be able to salvage that eventually, and won't be too much of a deficit, but just small little in-game, early game advantages for True. Going into the fast starport with single Hellion production. To be honest, again, I'm not a Terran player, so I'm not exactly sure what it means. It could just be... I mean, it just looks like he's getting whatever units he can to while trying to still be... He's getting as many units as he can early enough to defend any potential early attacks, while also setting himself as economically secure as possible, so that way he's not butchering himself. So yeah, he gets one Hellion, switches it over now that he knows he's not being under attack, and now he can more safely ramp up his production, going straight into the fusion core for the BC memes on top of that. So that might have just been his plan all along, and I'm just a bad Protoss player. That's also a very likely case. I never count that one out, fellas. Never count that one out. What's up with the Zerg sounds? What do you mean? Like the music? I just have the SC2 music going, and it's the Zerg theme. Is that what you mean? But here comes the BC. Wait, is that a second one? What the fuck? Wait, he made 2 starports? Holy shit. There's 2 starports here. He's going double BC. What a madman. Chu has scouted it as well. I was about to say he hasn't, but oh wait, no, he has. He's seen both of them. He knows exactly what's happening. Is he just going to lose, though? Because this is what I've heard on Reddit. That if you just make a lot of BCs early and just YOLO warp them right across the map, then you just win the video game. That's what I've heard in some situations. However, that was a time when Scarlet, the Zerg player, did not actually scout it in time. However, Skadoop. True did scout it this time. So he's got his queens and his spores already. Kills off 3 drones right away. Yamato's not quite done yet. It'll still be a while. He's attacking the rocks. That's not advised. Oh, he's even brought SCVs to repair so he doesn't have to drop down mules. It's amazing. That's a big brain play right there. Second warp in. Gets a couple more. He's going to join him up. We'll be able to combat those queens once he starts to bank them up a few. True went right into the Spire, by the way, so he's going to be going for Corruptors to try and defend this. Picking off a couple of the queens now, very easily, now that Transfuse is lost. Gonna get 3 queens, even the 4th. True trying to defend the potential back and forth here. This is a really abusable spot, because you can see True is leaving so many of his queens up here, knowing and respecting the fact that Bunny can easily just go back and forth. There's another warp in coming in right now. Gets the Yamato off. We'll be able to get the second one here as well. And this is looking really, really good for Bunny here. He's really, really abusing this ledge here that True is forced to respect. However, a lot of the BCs are now a bit low. Even bringing some Hellbats, though, to help out. Whoa! Just barely gets that one out. This one should die, though. That one also just warped in recently. Oh, no, never mind. That was the second one that warped in. So that's got its warp end back as well. But now, he's used all of his resources to go in for these fast Corruptors that he has nothing to kill off these Hellbats. Uh-oh. He's going to run the Corruptors over, though, to try and snipe off the BCs, but with Repair, I'm not quite sure how that's going to fare. I just rhymed. Wow, I'm really good at this thing. Drones are getting absolutely manslaughtered over here. Some Hellions and the SCVs even coming in to try and kill off this lair. The Corruptors, yeah, like as I suspected, doing basically nothing. True is looking like in an awkward spot here. He's finally got some mutas out so he can kill some of these ground units. Reddit was right! Yeah, this map looks extremely difficult to defend this type of style, just because of this ledge right here. It makes it very easy to just bounce back and forth. Or not, you don't even have to bounce back and forth. You just threaten the fact that you can bounce back and forth, and it forces Zerg to put so many queens up on the high ground, because if you just put them down here, then they are whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. It's literally the Carbot. It's literally the Carbot episode of the BC Warp-In one, where it shows the BCs just moving back and forth, and the whole army has to, like, literally run around the whole thing. Like, it's literally that. If someone can link that timestamp that to me, and we can quickly throw that up. If anyone remembers the spot that I'm talking about. I want to throw that up and show it a comparison. Someone please find that. It was so funny. Yeah, this isn't an all-in, isn't it? Like, this isn't... Like, this is... I feel like I see so many Terrans just go for BCs. I mean, the fact that it was 2-port BC is, like, slightly... It's riskier. It's, like, a bit of, I guess, of a gimmick. But, I mean, it was scouted, and it still did perfectly fine. However, at this point, there's actually a lot of Corruptors out, so... Bunny hasn't won the game yet in any means. However, he's in a decent spot. Actually, that's not great. Was a bit greedy on getting those Yamatos off all at once. Doesn't actually teleport the one BC getting targeted. That's nice. Zoop. Zap. Zippity-doo. Couple drones. There you go. Nice, Super Ovitist. I'll look at that after the game. Link it to me again when the game finishes. Oh, hey, okay. Don't bait it, dude. Alright, we got the full-on mech beams coming out here. What's the prediction? How long does this match go? How long does this game go? How long is this game going? Are we getting the 15-minute one? Rather short. Are we going 20 minutes? Are we going for a 25? Are we feeling a bit of a 25? Maybe perhaps even hitting towards the 30 mark? Perhaps. Really couldn't quite say at this point. 69. I like where your head's at. So this Mutacorruptor flock has been kind of just idling around. It seems like he's just waiting for the BCs to show themselves to use them defensively. True has been feeling, or it looks like he's been feeling a little hesitant to actually use them offensively, but finally finds some of the BCs, gets one of them, runs off as they teleport away. Despite the fact that True had made so many queens earlier on, they all did die, so now he doesn't really have any left to do a lot of creep spread, which is really good for Bunny. So it's going to make it very difficult for True to really keep up with any Hellion run-bys or the BCs warping in from a distance or whatever, but it doesn't really matter at this point, considering he's actually being the one that's attacking, and he's getting a little caught off guard with those roaches at the top, trying to do a little bit of flankers. But those Corruptors pissing down that PF quite easily, going to be able to get it and run away. Actually, no, he's not running away. He's just going to full-on commit to this one. But I don't know what the hell these roaches are doing. Okay. Kills off some SCVs and loses some roaches in the process. And then morphs all these ones into Ravagers. He's going full balls to the wall right now. A lot of Bunny's army is still kind of stuck up here. Should probably bring all that down because this is not enough to defend all this. Using the Corruptor Piss once more. The fact that you can do it even when it lifts off, I feel like that's a little weird. Does anyone else agree with that? I feel like that's a little strange. So this is a lot of Ravagers, but I mean, this is a lot of Thors and tanks. I don't really know. I mean, now we got a whole bunch of roaches coming in though. Biles are going to be coming down onto some of these tanks, excuse me. But yeah, like once the actual front-on engagement starts happening, this Roach Ravager just absolutely melts. What's the upgrades? Wait. Oh, he's got +2 missile, okay. I thought that was +2 flyer for a second. 2 BCs warping in over to the 4th base, going to be able to kill off some of the drones. Easily can pop up here as well to kill off that hatchery if he so needed to, but now the Corruptors are here. Oh, he actually walked those across, so then he can warp them out to safety to the corner. Very nicely done. So Bunny did get denied this 4th base, which is definitely very difficult. A very difficult situation to deal with, considering now that his economy is quite stunted. He's going to have to play the long con game to really kind of catch up in economy and bleed out True's units, because True at this point is playing a fairly YOLO style versus this mech, using the Corruptors to kill off a lot of these buildings. This is actually a really good move. Widowmine's going to be able to kill some of these Corruptors, so that's a nice pick off. Roach is trying to come over to the 4th base once more, but tanks and Thors are going to be able to deal with those quite handedly. So again, True is playing a very YOLO style on this. He's really trying to break down Bunny before he could get critical mass of anything. Killing off some of the factories as well is going to do a good job of that. However, eventually this is going to start to trade poorly, and we're already kind of seeing that. Oh, doesn't even get that BC. Nice. We're already starting to see that as some of these Roach Ravager attacks are really starting to get held off. So Bunny is playing for the long game. The longer this game goes on, the better it will be for Bunny, even though he has been down in economy with this 4th base getting sniped so much. True is not exactly in a good economic situation either. He has bases, but he doesn't have drones. He's only got 62 drones, and that is not even full 3 base saturation, let alone the 5 that he currently has. He's using the bases purely for production, and he's using his bank. But once this bank finally goes away, he's not going to be in a very good situation. Ooh, the double tank siege, actually. Going to get both of those. That's a bit sloppy out of Bunny right there. Some Hellion run by going into the natural, though, getting a huge amount of drone kills. This is really, really good for him. Going to turn around and get some even more Both players just absolutely pounding their fucking fists into each other. But the more I look at this, the more I still feel like Bunny's army isn't really getting touched, and True is sacrificing a lot of Roach Ravager. Like, all this is going to die eventually, I'd hope. Assuming he moves his army. There we go. And eventually these Corruptors, which is a large part of True's army supply, are going to become dead weight because he's stopped making BCs. He didn't make any more BCs after the initial, like, 4 or so. I don't remember exactly how many he started off with. We can look at the units count. Let's see. 5. So he's got 2 left over from the beginning, but he hasn't made any more. He's just making a lot of Thors behind it, a lot of tanks. And those Corruptors do absolute jack shit against those units. So Bunny's playing the long con here. Pee on the factories, wee. This is funny. Oh, just barely misses those roaches. That's unfortunate. Holy shit. 23 mutas in production. I told you that True loves mutas. But I mean, how many Thors? 4 only. Okay, I thought there were more, to be honest with you. I expected to see more. This may end up being okay. How many Widow Mines? 8. But a lot of them are home as well. So True is going to be magic boxing like a madman here. Bunny scans the mutas, sees them, realizes that his anti-air is not exactly in the best shape. 4 Thors immediately in production. And he's going to head on back home to defend these roaches. The Corruptor is going to come over and try to kill off this base, but again, there's a bunch of turrets and mines here, so he shouldn't be able to do that. This is nice. Mutas. The 2 random BCs that are still alive, coming back into the natural. Ooh, if he can kill off this Spire, that'd be nice. Not really paying attention to them because he's got a bunch of roaches over here. He's trying to kill those off. A bit more important. Warps the BCs back, but he's going to lose them. At least one. He's going to stick around for the second one, too. Finally going to use off all those Corruptors in a somewhat useful way, but then some of them are definitely going to get picked off. I don't know if Bunny realizes exactly how many mutas there are, because there's a lot. True's army is literally only mutas at this point. He just gets the scan now, and he sees exactly what's happening, and we're going to go full-on base trade. If this series wasn't Clown Fiesta enough, then this is a great way to finish it off. More mutas and more lings being produced, complete on full-on base trade, going straight for the factories that are making the Thors. One of them gets denied, one of them does get out. We'll get a couple of shots if he's paying attention. Doesn't quite look like it. Too busy microing his units, splitting them up to make sure he can kill off as many bases as he can in the quickest amount of time possible. These mutas are getting caught, though, on the reinforcement path. That's not good. A lot of those mutas getting killed off there. But the main brunt of them are still in the main, going to be killing off all these turrets. All the factories with tech labs have been destroyed, except for this one. But that one will likely fall quickly, too. Obviously, Bunny has the better overall army. He'll be able to kill off some of these things very quickly once he gets to the buildings. However, the mutas have the speed advantage, and the fact that they fly will allow him to get over to all the different bases very quickly. How many Thors are we at? 8 in total. All of Bunny's tech getting completely annihilated. This base is fully secured, not going to do anything there. Ling is trying to kill off some of these Thors, but again, Bunny has secured these exterior bases very well with the turrets, which will make it very difficult for any potential harassment with the Corruptor Piss. And the mutas will have to be careful that there's no Thor support there. So this base is pretty locked down, but this one, likely, yeah, those mutas can definitely go ahead and kill off those turrets there. God dang, that's a big army. That is one thick army. Oh, those Banes. The 21-minute slow Bane transition. True channeling his inner fruit dealer in ST over here. He's been around for about as long as them as well. Oh my god. Those mutas were so close to eating shit. I don't see any way that True engages this army properly. With how many chokes and ramps and whatnot are on this map, it's very, very difficult to ever engage into a well-sieged up and prepared mech army. Even with this many mutas. Bunny's only got one base, but that's probably as many bases as he'll need at this point, considering that True also is on that same amount. Able to pick off a tank there, it's nice. Gonna chip away as much as he can, that's all he can do at this point, basically. He's gonna take everything he can get. These mines are a real threat. If True does not notice that those mines are placed down somewhere at any one point, he is going to immediately lose all of his mutas. You can barely even see them. It's very, very difficult. Bunny's playing this so well, by the way. Like, he's slow pushing this ridge so fucking well. He's giving no opportunity for True to ever get in here at any point. He did get a couple tanks here, though, so that was a little bit of a slop. Good old caster curse. But still, I don't think it's enough. Like, especially with... Oh, he just downed his finished speed, so I was going to say, especially without speed. But True is down to his last few buildings. He has no hatchery. He's forced to go, and there are the mutas. He actually baited it with the overlords. That was actually a sick play. Missed it on stream, but that was a sick fucking bait. That was a very big brain move, actually. I'm actually impressed by that. That actually kind of gives him a bit of an opening here. Bunny's gonna have to reinforce with these extra Thors, because that is, again, this is a lot of mutas. If he magic boxes, I mean, 5 Thors is a lot. 5 Thors is a lot. But this is a lot of mutas. Oh, he's got a base over here. He's got another base over here, too. Oh, shit. Bunny doesn't know that. Okay, pausing. G's gotta get the sweat off of his brow here. Says he has to PP, I'm sure. Oh yeah, there is no detection. There's one overseer, so he can't actually kill the mines unless he gets the overseer over there. This is a nutty game, dude. This is a nutty game. From Corruptor P to Real 1. Let me get some water real quick. Let me get some water. Yes, I am reading chat. You seem very Bunny favored? Maybe, I don't know. I am not a caster, so I don't subject myself to bias. Oh shit, I'm the ref. Muta's just trying to clean up the last couple buildings all around the map, making sure that True. Oh, he's actually catching him unsieged over here. Baneling's going to get off onto a lot of the Thors. Kills off 2 of them. Not a bad trade, honestly. Not a bad trade. These Widow Mines are still going to be a huge threat, though. If that Overseer dies, especially. Because there's no lair. This is the last form of removal detection. This is actually super bad if he loses that. And down it does go. He's got to wait for this lair to finish to morph in any more overlords. Or overseers, I mean. Still a decent amount of Thors, though. Still a decent amount of Thors. Just got to be very careful. Admin, please. Please, admin, please. Don't make me stuck here. I'm frozen in time. Help me. Please. Get up the GG Lord tech and win? I mean, I don't know, man. The amount of time it would take to do that is actually absurd. Oh man, all these supply depots are going down. This is such a weird game, dude. I have no idea, like, how, like... This is beyond my small Protoss brain's comprehension, man. He's safely he's smartly reacting to pull the drones away from where the actual base is. So obviously he would want to mine with all those drones at the bottom, but I mean, Bunny's too smart for it anyway. He's going to check for the bases anyway, but he True didn't want to lead him off to potentially lead him towards that extra base down there. Did get an extra overseer out, so that's always nice since the lair finished. Gonna blow up the Banes on the mines. Very good choice there. The tanks were unsieged, so they were not able to get the target fire down. True is slowly kind of bringing himself back in this with some pretty nice moves, catching Bunny's army when it's not fully prepared, once in the top left and now down here as well. The Thors now are the final threat. He's splitting up the mutas. He's gonna go for the YOLO. Targeting down the first one, the second one, he's trying to stutter step them to keep them as boxed out as possible. Doesn't want to split them, or doesn't want to clump them up in any way. Oh my god, there's so many mutas still alive. Oh my god, he's trying to juggle them down. Oh, the Thor juggle micro! Oh, two of them die. The last one also gets killed off. I think that's it. No, there's one more Thor, but all these units are gonna die. Oh, he's got one Thor with some. He's gonna bait him. Oh, he saw it. He saw the mines. He saw the mines. Whoa, shit! These mines, dude. Oh, careful with the micro. What are you looking at? Oh, he's calling down a mule. Oh, gets a big shot off. Oh, that's actually huge, and that's it. Oh, oh my goodness. What a meme. That was so close, dude. What the fuck? Because there's no production left other than that. Those were literally the last units. God damn. What a game. 27 minutes. Who guessed it? Alright. Going into the next match. Give me. Alright. Give me a few seconds here to set up the next match, and then we'll get going with the next round of 4 match. Hopefully that one was enjoyable for all you guys. I'll be back in just a moment.